information over our faces.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Trey, imagine if New Gunnerbreaker had a T-board. Oh no. Okay. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Full Spectrum Podcast. I'm Trey.
I am Andrew,
I'm Patrick.
I believe.
And I'm Chase.
Yeah, we got Chase back tonight. So yeah, I'm glad Chase is here too because we really don't have that much to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, swooped in to save the day, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a few things.
You know,
I know.
I'm excited to have Chase on the podcast because he's my friend, not because it's convenient for the podcast. But that's fine.
Sure, just call me out on that for trying.
the
I was just trying to make a reference to how little we had the docket, but sure, okay. Oh, let me take a swig from this orange Shasta real quick.
Why are you buying
Not
Shasta?
sponsored.
Because
It sucks.
it's
It's
caffeine
cheap.
free, and my doctor wants me to have less caffeine.
It's cheap, and it's not as bad as other off-brands.
You know what else is cheap? Crack cocaine.
Wait, what? No, it's not.
Yes, it's like $10 a rock. It's
We're
the
taking-
thing is, it's cheap for one hit.
You've obviously
but-
been out of the market for a while.
When's the last time you bought crack?
Don't answer that. we're taking this in a New Gunnerbreaker being
Officers.
nothing and everything into a gag.
I want to first and foremost say that the Full Spectrum Podcast does not condone drug abuse.
That's correct.
Okay.
No, crack is cocaine. If you
YouTube,
buy, like, a bag
we
of
don't
straight
condone it,
cocaine,
so
it's
you can't
expensive. But
demonetize
if you buy, like,
us
a
for it.
crack rock, it's cheaper.
Because we don't condone it, YouTube, so you can't demonetize
Back
And
me
us.
up, drug addict.
Is that
I
true?
do not
Is that how it works?
use
No.
cocaine. We need to cut this whole section.
Nah, I see it now. So who wants to go first on weeks?
Andrew does, apparently.
Why do I
Talk about his
want-
addiction.
Guys, it's not an addiction if I switch my drugs every day. So if
I
I do
think that
heroin
makes
for a
it
day,
worse.
and that's the next day. It's not an
Well,
addiction.
now we're definitely
I spread it.
demonetized.
I spread
I'm
it. fairly.
Andrew, and I'm a drug addict. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. I'm here for Narcotics Anonymous. I'm addicted to anti-diarrheal medication.
we
How
just
long, Andrew?
this podcast was a mistake.
Okay, so
Where's my Miyazaki gif of anime was a mistake? Oh.
so yeah, I'll go real quick. I don't
Yeah,
have a lot to
please
talk
do.
about.
Please do.
Hey guys,
Oh
Good
my
friends.
my RTX 2080 that I pre-ordered finally came in.
Yeah,
Hey guys, it makes things real pretty.
I'm sure.
To the
How pretty.
so pretty that when I booted up Destiny 2 and I maxed everything out, and the game was running at 165 FPS, I got really, really nauseous. And I looked it up, but apparently that's a thing. Like
Yeah.
like if you
It was
if
too
you get
good.
if you get like if
Too
you get
high.
like really high, really high FPS, and you're not used to it, it can make you nauseous at first. Now there's no problem.
Yeah.
But the first night I was like, I don't and my eyes
VR
were
for
hurting.
the first time.
So apparently you blink less, and so my eyes were hurting really bad. But it's beautiful. It's weird to go back to these games. Like I tried it out. I tried it out on Siege as well, and it's weird to go back to these games that I've played so much of and be like, oh, I didn't know it could look this good.
I just want to point out I made a promise that once we had included chat into the podcast by doing it live, I would never interrupt somebody while they were talking with something that chat said. But if you ever just see me suddenly start laughing, know that chat has been talking.
See, I'm not on that YouTube live, okay?
It's real good.
You missed a really good joke.
Because I don't know how to get to it. Let's be honest.
You go to it and then you just pop it out. Like I don't even have the actual feed up. I just have the two chats popped out.
Because I can already see myself twice, and that's too many times. Too many times.
Just pop out the chat and you can close the window.
Andrew, be me. I can see myself 4 times.
Wow, there's a thing that has 3 buttons that let you.
You can pop out the chat and not have to look at it. It's beautiful.
This is awesome.
Why when I type in the full spectrum on YouTube, the second thing that comes up is the full spectrum of Trump?
I do not know. I've never seen that.
Someone's trying to outdo us.
We'll show them.
I always see like Full Spectrum Survival comes up.
Hold on. Where's the chat? This is so weird.
Someone wanted to be Shannon, the other person said, "No, you're not."
This is weird. This is really weird.
Oh,
Oh, you can do pop-out chat by itself?
Yes.
Oh, I like this. I see
No,
what
you
you're talking about.
you can't do that. You were not able to do that. That's
you
not
mean?
that's
I
not
am able
physically
to do that.
possible. Oh, you mean the thing that and like Pat said 4 minutes ago you could do? Yeah, that you can do that.
Oh, he burned you.
So I'm trying
Like a steak in the pan.
I'm trying to talk about what I'm doing out loud so that it's not just dead air. Because believe me, if I was listening to the podcast, I wouldn't want to listen to you morons.
Oh my god.
It's my genius that now.
Somebody asked the other day.
Andrew just grabbed the steak and flipped it.
Somebody asked the other day why our podcast had gotten so aggressive lately, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
Because I'm back on. I was off for 2 weeks. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh
I didn't
man,
feel the
Were
hatred.
things so calm, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden,
it's like a
There's like-
peaceful
there's
wind,
actual-
and all of a sudden there was a
There
tornado.
was like a sense of friendship going on. Just a little tinge of it.
too much for Andrew. Had to come in and
Yeah.
break that up.
F you guys.
Now
Daddy's home.
Wow.
Anyway, Andrew, please continue your week.
Start your week.
It is so entertaining. That's right.
What's going on? What I had Twitch up and then Twitch went bye-bye. Oh, there it is. I found it.
You just scared me so much that something happened on the Twitch side.
No, other than the pretty graphics,
Oh,
I really
man.
haven't been doing a whole lot. I've been playing a lot of what the. It's cool, guys. I've been playing a lot of Destiny shoot, but I mean, I started Sunday. I tried a little bit on Saturday night, but it didn't work out well. But I
Right.
really tried it on Sunday night. I tried to start up a spooky game since it's October, and I purchased The Evil Within,
Yeah.
which I heard good things about.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. I was gonna buy
It's
the
a good
second
game.
one
First one's good.
without beating the first one. Hey, you know what? Sucks about the first game?
What's that?
I had to fight with it for like an hour to
You
get
got it
the
on
graphics
PC, didn't
right.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I had to turn the FPS counter on Steam on to see what was going on. Because when I set it to 60 frames, it would jump up from 60 to 80 to 100 to 60 to 100.
Yeah.
And so it was making me nauseous because of that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna lock it at 30. Well, when you lock it at 30, it actually locks it at 25.
25 feels
So-
real bad.
But it works. It's fine. I had to turn off the letterboxing because I would like to actually see my game. That's the stupidest decision I've ever seen.
Yeah, force
Letterboxing is
letterboxing.
fine. Letterboxing is fine. Like let's say like I think Until Dawn had it. So let's say
Yeah.
am I on the full screen right here?
Yes.
My full box.
Yes.
So okay, this is your full screen. This was like Until Dawn.
Yeah.
This is Evil Within. Cinematic. If you wanted to watch poop in a toilet.
So at first that wasn't even a menu in the options, like an option in the menus. At first that was just a thing you had to mod to fix. And finally they were like, "Oh yeah, people are really upset about this. Let's add an option."
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about a bunch of people having to mod it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were mad about it. I remember reading that, but I was like, oh, they fixed it, and then they didn't fix it. They just made it slightly better than garbage. I also realized, when I was trying to test everything out, and I got that all set up, and I tried to turn left and right, and it's just something felt gritty and gross, and it still was kind of making me not feel great. And then I looked at the film grain setting. That's set at 100.
Yep.
And I cranked down to 0. Perfectly fine.
Beautiful game.
No problems. who would I know who, but why would you be like, all right, I want a video game. I want to get some pretty decent graphics on it, but then I want to squish it, and I want it to look like somebody's watching the Super Bowl on 1950 '50s television.
It's
I
gotta
want
be
to really
cinematic,
bring
man.
it home.
Gotta be cinematic.
I wonder how Outlast looks on your monitor. What their
Oh, I
graphics
didn't
are.
think about that.
I gotta
have
find a
Outlast.
horror game to play for, or a scary game, I guess, to play
Outlast
for this month on the
scared me
stream.
so bad.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I beat the game,
I
but
never
like
finished it.
after I beat the game for like a solid month, I literally freaked out every time I would walk around a corner because I was like double checking to make sure someone wasn't there.
You're talking about the first one, right?
Yeah, I haven't played
See,
it.
I've played the first one. The first one's really good.
Spore with too many mods. Yeah, that'd be a good horror game.
The thing with me is the insane asylum type stuff
Yeah.
is like really, really freaks me out. But I haven't tried playing Outlast in forever, so I'll probably try to play that
Yeah.
and see how it looks.
It's very insane asylum.
But because of having to fight with the evil within, I only got to finish like the first chapter.
Yeah.
And I'm still the second chapter is still kind of like tutorial. I finally got to kill something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually more excited to play Evil Within 2.
Yes.
But I need to play Outlast too.
What's going on? Somebody in a plane?
I need to play Outlast too.
I heard Outlast 2 wasn't as good. I don't know why. Because I didn't finish the first one.
I don't know, but
I think it was the setting. I think I kept reading about the setting, how the setting of the asylum is better.
I
Then,
don't
like,
know. The countryside setting for the second one looked really scary.
When the demo, and like I said, it's the demo. I only played a little bit. It had some supernatural stuff in the demo, and to me, really obvious. Yeah, really obvious supernatural stuff. I'm like, whatever. Like to me, Michael Myers is scarier than The Conjuring because one is a real person that could actually hunt you down and kill you, and the other one is mystical mumbo jumbo. That's cool. I like it. I like the supernatural stuff. Like, I mean, obviously, Evil Within, that's all about that. But, yeah, it's all about the Evil Within's all about that. But like, and I like it, but it's just not scary. See, Alice 2 isn't as scary. TBH. This is from the professionals.
I still need to try it.
It's Spooktober, man. Get into it.
yeah, I gotta play. I guess I'll just play New Gundam Breaker. That's the scariest thing I think of. So.
I really want to play Resident Evil 7, but I'm hoping it'll go on some kind of.
It's real good, man.
October sale.
It's real good.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I'll have a lot more to talk about the Evil next time. I made sure that The Witcher 3 was installed and Assassin's Creed Origins was installed because those were two games. Those were two games that I quit playing because I couldn't max out the settings.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it really bothers me if I can't max it out. What are you signing about?
No, I just really want to play Witcher 3 some more because I've never just got to finish it.
I barely. How far in are you?
I made it pretty far. Probably about 40 hours in.
Oh yeah, it came out at the end of my senior year in college, and so I played it for like 5 hours. I'm like, okay, I cannot get into this game because I will not graduate. So, and I love The Witcher 1.
You'll get addicted to it. There's
and I love The Witcher 1 and 2. And now it's so far gone, but now that I have this new graphics card, I can look at The Witcher 3 and all its purtiness.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, what's going on with King's comments?
I have no idea. Like all of a sudden, first it was one comment, and like I was trying not to. It's just on the YouTube side, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just comment. While you guys are talking, and then every comment he made for this stream retracted, like all of them.
Yeah, I watched them like slowly, just boom, boom, boom.
But every comment, because I can still see the previous stream, the Fist of the North Star stream, and all his comments are still there. So like, what is going on? King, I'm gonna try this.
Reported. Oh no.
I'm gonna try.
You
Something
can try.
said
Yes.
live reported?
King, and see if that fixes it. No, none of them are caught.
Huh. Maybe it says they're retracted, so they're retracting their own comments in an attempt to fool us.
It's the evil within, man.
Never.
That's some spooky. You were talking about supernatural stuff, and
I was retracting my own comments the whole time.
Spirits got it.
Would I got away with it too if it wasn't for your meddling kids?
Really confused right now.
Ruh-roh.
All right, King.
Are disappearing.
King, maybe that'll fix it. I don't know. And maybe now you can chat on the YouTube side.
History as a degenerate, King, because that could be why.
I have no idea what happened. And man, I'm also curious. You say you reported him. What did he do?
Who?
King.
No, I don't think he said.
No, I think
Oh,
N-Man is saying that he's reporting Mr. Artaka.
I'm very confused. But okay, you're on the Twitch side now? Okay. Okay, that's fine. If you're on the Twitch side, Artaka, you could jump over to the Twitch side too if you'd like. That's up to you.
And that's how I make sure everyone's on Twitch.
So
Dun, dun, dun.
who's next for weeks while I deal with all this?
Pac can go.
I'm down. Let's do it. So played some more Fire Emblem 7, Trey, for the channel, which was ridiculously fun. That game is probably really high on my list of greatest games I've ever played.
Which one's 7? Is that Path to Radiance?
No, that's Blazing Sword, the Game Boy Advance game.
Oh, okay.
Super good. The music's good. The art's good. Everything's good. I love that game. Dorcas is still OP for no reason, which is great. Kent is getting stronger by the second. Insane, literally capped on strength. So things are going really good.
Yeah. Same as Cap before promotion.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I played some more Rocket League, especially because of the new season. I haven't gotten ranked yet, but
What's in the new season? What's new? What's going on in Rocket League?
One thing that they did that I really don't like is they did the whole Fortnite thing with the pass. Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, so there's the free one, and then you could pay for the other one, which is only $10, I think, which isn't too bad.
How much is the Fortnite one?
$10.
$10
too.
You get there's a lot of cool stuff in the past, so it's kind of worth it if you play enough. It ends in November, so I'm gonna try to earn some more of it. But I'm not a fan of it because I really liked the whole loot crate idea that they use.
Yeah, I would rather get like a random loot crate at the end than do passes.
Yeah.
Oh, they got rid. It's not another option. They got rid of.
No, it's a different option. So you still get loot boxes. But I kind of just liked it the way it was with the loot boxes, and you still earn stuff by doing different things. But this is just another way to get things that'll be exclusive to that pass. So I guess it's kind of cool. And then for season 8, I think we're on season 9 now. For season 8, they gave us like boosts, just pretty cool.
Like experience boost.
No, so depending on what rank you were, overall, not in a specific category, but overall.
Oh, you got like a boost skin?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I got you.
So used to, it was whatever rank you got the highest of in any of the 4 categories, you would get that you would be that tier. Now they have an overall where you have to win so many games in any game mode as that rank to get it, and then you have to move up a rank to start achieving possible wins for the next rank. So it's kind of cool, but they make it a little bit harder to get like the platinum and diamond and champion and like all of the higher stuff. I don't play it as much as I used to. Kind of the same reason with Overwatch. I just don't have anybody really to play with. Even the people that I was playing with outside of the podcast aren't playing anymore, so it's kind of
Yeah,
going
they
downhill.
definitely seem like funner games with like friends and stuff.
Yeah, Chase,
Yeah.
we did officially learn last week, I believe, that Pat only likes multiplayer games.
Pat only likes multiplayer games.
That's not true. But
And he
I mainly play
only
multiplayer games.
and he only likes the multiplayer games when he's playing people he knows. He's very particular.
Ah, I got you. I got you.
Basically, you're just like my little brother.
That was really specific. Whenever what I said was more broad, but okay. Anyways, I've been playing some more League of Legends. I finally got ranked in that. I'm Silver 5, which is terrible, but not Bronze terrible. So hey, now I'm Bronze. I'm terrible at that game overall, though. So I hope
I've not played it in many moons. It's been a while.
I haven't played it since it first came out, and it's not. I like the game. I just don't know why I quit playing.
Yeah, I like watching the pros play it. Like I like watching all that stuff still, but I just don't play it.
I still really enjoy it. I play it every week at some point. But I finally decided to try ranked because I felt like I'm getting kind of better. Originally, when I first played, I've only been playing for 2 years. So when I first started playing, I got ranked in bronze. It was like bronze 4 or something like that. I was terrible. And it's kind of nice to see that I've actually gotten better. Not much better, but I've gotten better. So, and I enjoy every game that I play, even whenever I lose. So
Yeah,
it's worth it.
it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, the ranked games are pretty competitive. I like them.
Yeah, sometimes the people are toxic, but I mean
Yeah.
it's league. It's league.
Yeah,
That's
you're
it.
gonna run into a toxic person like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, every competitive game is gonna have those people.
Yeah. So I mean it's whatever. There's a level in Orbach C that I cannot pass on hard level.
What is?
I'm
Finally, he's
So,
done. He's
Orbach
done.
C is a
Trey.
puzzle game. I'm not done. I'm gonna keep trying. But I have been playing this level longer than I played any other, and I just cannot beat it. So every day I'll be like, I'm gonna beat it today, and I'll start it, and then I'll like go through like 8 or 10 times where I just can't beat it, and I'm like, all right, I'm taking for another break, and I'll come back tomorrow. And I just for some reason I cannot beat this level. I'll beat it eventually. It'll take a while, but I'll beat it eventually.
Huh? I've never seen this game. It looks.
I didn't
crazy.
realize there were still levels. That many levels in the game.
I'm almost done. Yeah, I have 2 tabs left. So you know how like the tabs are like easy, normal, hard, and very hard. I'm on
Yeah.
very hard. And then there was like different there was 4 other ones on the bottom as well. And I'm on very hard, and then I have the last one after that. I don't know what it is yet. So I'm almost there. I've got like less than 40 levels to go. And then I'm still watching Boruto for anyone who cares about what I'm watching. They released another episode that had to do with the snake cat cave, basically. And Sarada meets a very special snake, which sounds really weird, but
That does sound very.
It sounds
strange.
very strange, Pat, and I'm not
Yeah.
okay with that.
the snake.
What's
The
Boruto
snake-
turned into?
The snake is the same snake that made a pact with Sasuke. And Sasuke had been talking to the snake about Sarada. And so while they were there, well, they're still there in the anime right now. They happened to run into the same snake that Sasuke can summon. And he knew of Sarada, so they were about to get attacked by a different giant snake. And he saved them, and then he's talking to them, and now they're gonna go try to team up. So the whole crew, team 7 and team 10, are gonna group up to go fight this big snake that they were trying to fight earlier, with the help of the snake that's friends with Sasuke. So it's pretty interesting. I'm sure Sarada's eventually gonna make the same pact and be able to summon
Yeah,
him
that
as
sounds
well.
like it's going along that route.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not upset. I mean, it makes sense.
Are you
So-
keeping up with it still, Trey?
The
He's
anime?
reading the
No, the
manga.
manga.
Or the manga? You're just keeping up with the manga?
Yeah.
I-
Because of
I-
Jump.
Oh, yeah.
We made a bet where we both had to watch it, and he hasn't had a chance to.
I'm gonna start.
I think that he'll, because the manga is apparently really bad, but the anime is really good. Like there's been a lot of really good moments, and I was super skeptical, but after about 6 episodes, the episodes started having more meaning, and there's moments that are not in the manga apparently, that make it really good. So
Yeah, apparently it's very different from the manga. I think I've got this all figured out. Sorry that I haven't been talking. I've been trying to work this out. It's really strange. My understanding of what happened is that Ant-Man reported King, and now King cannot post on the stream on YouTube side, which is weird because King's one of our mods, so it shouldn't matter. Ant-Man, again, I as I put in the YouTube side, I appreciate that you were trying to keep our chat clear, but King is one of our mods. He knows not to take it too far. If he ever did take it too far, I can stop him. I have that power.
I don't think somebody reporting somebody is going to stop them from posting right away.
I don't know. All I know is he shouldn't. Nothing should be able to stop his post because he's a mod. So,
Did they say something about crack?
I do
There was
not.
a whole conversation.
There was a whole conversation about it. Yeah,
but did they say something?
Not to my
In the
knowledge.
chat. See,
On the
Twitch
YouTube
is
side, yeah. On YouTube
yeah,
side, there was
Twitch is
talk
drug
about-
friendly. Okay.
If YouTube sends me an email, we'll sort that out. But if not, then I guess. But yeah, we're still going. We got the Twitch side as well. We got people over there talking. King's over there. We got Artaka's over there. And then we still have the YouTube side. People over there too. So.
basically that was pretty much my week though. I did not noteworthy, but I did re-download Crossy Road because I was really bored the other day, and now I'm addicted to that game again for some reason.
No.
What words get Crossy Road?
Yeah.
It was a mobile game that was very popular like 4 years ago.
I was really bored, and I was like, I need something to pass time, and I really don't want to play Subway Surfer because God knows that game is terrible.
Okay.
And...
Oh, there you go. Pat, this is when the crack comes in. You're bored.
I just didn't know what to play on my phone. I didn't want to play something long like Bloons Tower Defense because I have the new one.
Right.
And I didn't want to play the MOBA. I forgot to put the MOBA I've been playing on my phone.
What are you playing? Which one are you playing?
The same one that you recommended a while back.
Arena of Valor. Oh yeah.
The game is honestly pretty
It's
good.
on Switch now.
Really?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Huh.
What is it? Arena of Valor?
Yeah.
Set a
You can play as
reminder.
Batman.
Hey, remember when this podcast wasn't going to take very long because we didn't have much to talk about?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna make a reminder so
All right,
that way I can make sure to download that on the Switch.
no, Pat. We get it. We're done. Let's Trey's turn to talk. It's Trey's turn to talk.
Well, Chase,
bad.
did you have a week?
I mean, I beat Yakuza Kiwami
Yes.
yesterday.
No. It's Trey's turn to talk.
Oh, my bad. Oh, go ahead, Trey. See you on the next episode.
Oh,
So did you play Yakuza 0 before you played Kiwami?
I played some, but I never beat it. But I remember Trey gave me Yakuza Kiwami as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I've
been playing the mess out of it, and I finally beat it.
I have
Some
been
infuriating
dying
fights.
to get into the Yakuza franchise.
I'll tell you right now, I have some problems with some of the fighting stuff. It made me so mad when there was like 5 dudes with guns just shooting me, and every time I got shot, I would just smashing X, thumbs hurting. Oh my god!
You just got to get Essence of Disarming and disarm those
Dude,
guns
I
from you.
had every. I had the body maxed out. I had so much health. My health
Yeah.
was across the screen
Yeah.
because I loved the beast style.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of stuff in the body tree for that.
Yeah.
Dude, the story pulled my heartstrings.
It's a good story. It really is.
There were so many good parts. I don't want to spoil it in case because it seems like Andrew wants to get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
definitely
wanna
don't
get into
spoil it.
I was gonna say I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10 -1 for getting shot too many times.
Apparently, Yakuza 0 is on PC now, and it's supposed to be
Yeah.
really good.
Oh
is.
man,
Yeah.
I might have to. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna get it on PS4. That's what I've been playing most.
I might have
Fair.
to test out that
And
RTX.
then I've been playing a lot of Dead Cells. I've been
Yes.
that game's
Nice.
been making me mad. I've
Yeah.
only made it past the first boss, and then like 2 levels past that.
They made the first
All
boss
this stuff
so much harder, man.
He's awesome though. It's such.
Oh
a
yeah, but that
It's so
aura of
cool.
damage, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize what it was at first. I went to go roll through him, dude, and nope, didn't happen.
Dude.
I'm in a corner. I'm in a corner. He starts hitting the ground, and shockwaves are happening. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love I loved after I got the random starting weapons. That made the game so much better.
Yeah.
Because I loved being able to be like having to think on my toes with what items I get. Like the torches, I don't like them, but if I start with them, then I got to use them.
Yeah.
But it's really good. And then Bloodborne, I've been playing that. I bought the digital copy on the store and got the DLC.
Ooh, I haven't played the DLC yet. I need to get
I'm
that.
not far enough. I'm finally at Castle Kinehurst, fighting the boss there, and he's.
What is wrong with you, Trey?
My phone's on silent. It's been on silent for like the last 4 months. Ever since I started streaming, I've never had audio back on this phone for like just. Plus, it's connected to my tones.
You better start
evil with them.
burning some sage.
Evil within. You better
New,
be careful.
new hypothetical shirt. It's the evil within. And it's just a little stick man
How
guy
did that
sitting
push
at a desk.
notification come through?
It's evil within. That's the only solution.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Nah, you're good. That's
It's the evil
freaky. I was
within.
wondering what that voice was in my head. I was making sure. I'm glad you reacted to it because I didn't want to say anything.
Because like the biggest issue we had early on when we first started streaming, when I was streaming like every day basically, my phone would go off, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it on silent. There's no situation where it's not within reach, so there's no reason that it can't just be on silent, and I can just put it where I can see it. So it's been on silent ever since.
You said it's never where it's not within reach.
Yes, evil within. Yes.
Oh, are you talking about the Surge DLC? What is it? What is it? The theme park one?
I bought the Surge to be able to play
It's like a futuristic
Souls.
Dark Souls.
Yeah. I bought it to be able to do a stream of it at some point because I still had never played it. But
oh, you said techno, not souls. My bad. I don't know what that means. What that mean, guys?
go ahead though, Chase. Sorry.
I was gonna say not this week, but I did beat Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game. I almost 100%ed it. I did most of the stuff.
Do it. Go do it. It's one of the easiest platinums.
I also beat it this week.
Did you really?
Yep. And I am at 99%. I'm almost 100%. All I have left is crime.
Like, I didn't realize how far along I was until all of a sudden it was like I started getting achievements for it because I was just having fun swinging around, running into random stuff.
Yep.
Like, it was a blast. I had a really good time. I heard some people down talking it just because of like they're like quick time events. They think they're dumb, but I thought it was fine.
Some people don't like its combat.
Who's that? Pat, you don't like it?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we can just mute you right now.
Get this over with.
I will Chidori you so fast.
Get out of here. You know, Naruto run at me first.
Yeah, what's up?
But that's really it, man. I want to get Yakuza Kiwami 2 now already.
Yeah.
I saw it on the store and almost bought it, but I was like,
Wait, it's already out?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
out.
Kiwami 2's out.
Oh, no.
I gotta play it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I beat 1 and I instantly saw 2 and I was this close. I was so close to buying it.
I beat
almost
6,
bought
so
it.
now I gotta do 2.
Yeah, I gotta catch up, man. There's so many of them.
Okay.
Oh,
what
man,
kind of
6 is
logic-
really good.
What kind of logic is that? I beat
Sir,
6, so now I gotta play
I
2.
beat
I
1.
gotta see how the story was earlier.
No, let me
2
get
is
here.
awesome from what I've seen.
I beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, Kiwami, 6. Hold on, I'm out of fingers. And then I need to go back and beat Kiwami 2.
Did you
Because
play
that's
Dead
the order
Souls?
they came out in.
Yes, I played
Pretty
Dead
sure,
Souls.
right?
That is the order of release, yeah. And yes, I did play Dead Souls, and it's bad. That's what I need to play
No.
for the horror stream.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Don't. But
Uh,
you also gotta play a real scary game, too. You gotta play Alien Isolation.
I can
or
play
something like
Soma.
that. I heard
I mean,
Soma's
what is
not
that?
very scary.
Soma is like humans, like robots, like psychological horror game that's supposedly really good. Yo, Rimas, what's up, buddy?
I agree, Lelouch. I'd much rather Bankai than Chidori.
Yeah. Have we been playing Enter the Gungeon? I have been playing a little bit of Enter the Gungeon. It's pretty
I
good.
have that on Steam, and it's pretty fun.
I've been eyeing it for a very long time.
I have not yet played the good, bad, and ugly cowboy DLC for the Surge, but I hear it's pretty good. And I have not 3,000%ed in Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Isaac, yeah, Isaac. Yeah, I could play Sonic 06. There you go.
I want to get into Binding of Isaac series because I have the first one, but I just never could get good at it. I'm not good at
Yeah, I'm
those
too bad at it.
bullet hells.
I think Trey playing Sonic 06 is more of like a game of the year time feel and
Guilty
not
pleasure.
October. Yeah, not a guilty pleasure. You should not feel guilty about playing one of the best
That
games of all
game's
time.
so bad. So yeah, I guess we'll
That's
do.
it, yeah.
Guess we'll do my week then.
What if he's not? What if he's not done?
He just said he was done.
Well, you got to give him some time. What if
Oh,
he?
wait,
You know, what if-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm done.
So didn't have internet for the last half of last week, because Consolidated, my internet just stopped working Wednesday night, so we didn't have the Thursday or Friday stream. And I'm gonna try and keep this short because we're already almost an hour into the podcast. But throughout the course of Wednesday to Saturday, I spoke with Consolidated for more than 5 hours. Over multiple phone calls, as they lied to me and told me that someone would be coming, told me it was a server problem, talked to a guy who claimed he was a supervisor for a position that I found out later doesn't even exist.
What?
Was told that even though I had signed up for a business account, my account was residential, which meant that I was not going to get somebody out there till Tuesday, literally tomorrow, to fix my internet. Even though I've been paying for a business account all this time. Rocked on with me, getting more and more upset. Finally talked to a guy named Jonathan, and you know how normally people put you on hold and call around, try and find answers for you?
Yeah.
He didn't put me on hold. He just called around.
With you still able to hear him?
Yep.
That seems like a good move.
Because he was like, "Man, this is bad, man. I'm sorry this happened to you. Hold on, I got you." And man, he was MVP. He got me an appointment set up for yesterday, Saturday, when it wasn't supposed to be until Tuesday, and got me all fixed up there. And it turned out the problem was a server-side problem for business routers. And because I was in the system as a residential account and not a business account, my internet wasn't working because it was like, these are not the same thing. So nothing even had to be replaced. Like, I walked out and changed my coding in the system, which could have been done over the phone Wednesday night.
So I wanna add something to this because you're saying you don't have a business account, like you did, but they said you weren't because you're not actually a business.
Yeah.
I work for a business in town.
Yeah.
Same, right around there. And the company you have for internet, we have our phones through. Now our phones are over the internet. They're power over Ethernet phones.
Yeah, PoEs.
But our phone, when you sent out that group me message, our phones went down right around the same time across the whole city.
Yeah.
So, and this also is not the first time this has happened. This always happens to them.
Yeah.
I mean, and for the company I work for is big. It's like 1,500 people or something like that.
For Apple.
I'm not trying to brag, guys, but Samsung phone is a trick.
God.
Here it is. No, they went down. Our phones, even as a large business, are down for like an hour.
Yeah.
And they with no contact.
Yeah.
We were trying to get a hold of them. They never responded.
Yeah.
Nothing. So they suck. The
Never
company
trust internet companies. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
The internet is ran by incompetent idiots. Yep.
That's
Go
right.
figure.
That's
Go
right.
figure.
Android, baby. Android.
I'm also Android.
I think past. Wait,
This
what do
thing
you?
called a Huey?
Wall.
A Huawei?
Huawei.
So I listened to this podcast called Comedy Bang Bang.
Yeah.
And probably a year or two ago, they were sponsored by Huawei.
Yeah.
And the guy does the podcast is like in his 40s, he's a little older. Well, he recorded and no one told him that he pronounced it wrong. He said Huawei. And for a couple weeks, that's how he pronounced it. And then finally he wasn't sponsored by them anymore. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
That's
wonderful.
awful.
So yeah, I didn't have internet, and I was very mad. Also, I should specify without Wi-Fi calling. Chase can attest. I have no signal inside the house without Wi-Fi calling.
Oh no, negative Ghost Rider.
So the 5 hours were me outside in the heat.
The heat. We live in Chicago.
And so yeah, it's not a fun time. But because I didn't have internet, turns out, guys, you know how excited I was when I put out that tweet and I said on the podcast that I had upgraded to Premiere, the cloud version of Premiere, because it was really good and the best editing software around. Well, as it turns out, cloud software requires the internet to work.
Yep.
So I couldn't edit. And as it turns out, even OBS has an internet function to it that it uses. To be able to... So you can still use OBS, but there's a lag at the start for about a minute and a half before you can record anything. So I recorded a bunch of Mega Man 11.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's what I could play offline, you know? Yeah, I couldn't edit at all, King. It was terrible. But I recorded a bunch of Mega Man 11. I recorded some Super Breakdowns. And then because I couldn't do anything else, really, I got the HDMI cracker working. So I can now record footage for the Code Geass Ruby video. But I didn't want to try and record it while I had laggy OBS. The world froze again. Everybody that has video, give a quick sync check. Nope, Pat, you're out of sync. Turn your camera off and back on. Andrew?
What about?
Nope, you're out of sync.
They looked fine to me.
Yeah, it's I'm out of sync too. Let me turn it off back on.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Am I
No, you're
You're
way
fine
out of
for
sync.
me.
You're way out of sync.
am I really?
Like a
Okay.
whole 3 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, anytime that the world freezes, it's a problem.
I kind of like this. These
Okay,
are our
there we go.
avatars now.
So yeah, I did all the best that I could recording wise in that time frame. At least you had an excuse for not having internet. It was a hurricane. That's absolutely fair, Artaka. But I finished my. Well, it's not fun, but it's fair.
No, I said no, that's not fair. You shouldn't have to be with the internet because of a hurricane.
So then I finished Fire Emblem 7 randomized. And that randomized run,
go?
it was real good. The ending was very difficult because, okay, as I mentioned, I'm being very cautious with spoilers, chat and Chase, so that I don't spoil it for Pat since we're playing Fire Emblem 7 right now. But my main lord turned into a character that Pat hasn't met yet, because I randomized everything, and turned into a thief.
Can they just randomly change?
So every character is removed. In the randomized run that I did a completely random. Every character is removed and replaced by a different character, and their class is removed and replaced by a different class.
Mm-hmm.
So I use this thief, and promotion items for thieves are pretty rare in FE7. And I got one and used it, and there is a forced promotion moment in FE7, as there are in most Fire Emblems, for the Lord, and the main Lord gets a forced promotion at a certain chapter. And because I had already promoted them, they promoted back down into a thief.
Went down?
Yeah. Because
Why?
it's a story promotion. They have to promote, and they can't promote up another time, so they promoted down.
Oh my goodness.
So, so
You have your title.
I was 2 chapters to the end, basically. It's more than 2, but I skipped a bunch of side chapters. With a level 1 thief for my main character.
Oh my goodness. Did he even get to battle?
Oh yeah, because he still got to
Did he
keep his
have
stats. Yeah,
Oh,
but he got to
he's
keep his
level
stats. He was just level 1, so then he
Oh,
leveled up
goodness.
again. And was super OP as a thief. Yeah, that's not a promotion, that's a demotion. But I had super OP thief that I could just move across the level. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Their speed at the end, because I promoted them again, their speed at the end was 24, I think.
That's ridiculous.
But the worst part was I had a berserker, who's another character that Pat hasn't met yet, so I won't name him. But he's normally not a berserker. But I had a berserker that somehow he didn't start as a berserker. At promoted level 15, had 6 strength.
Oh no.
And then he got promoted to a berserker.
No, promoted as a berserker level 15, 6 strength. So the only way he could kill anything was with silver weapon. Because he did like 4 damage twice. Yeah, it was rough, man. But I beat it and it was a blast. And I'm definitely looking forward to doing a yeah, like the Wobba Fit. I'm looking forward to a randomized FE8 run. I think is the next one I'm gonna do. I'm thinking I might wait and just stream that. I know Pat also wants to do a stream of a randomized Fire Emblem at one point, but I don't know which one he wants to do. So we will wait and see. Doing an Armor Core LR PSP Rocket Run, pretty much, man. It was rough. And then I beat Spider-Man, and that game was really good. I liked it a lot.
Very good.
The ending was very powerful. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
The ending scenes were really cool. And all I have left to do now, because I have all the suits but one, all I have left to do now is get 100% in all the districts, which means just doing the basic crime.
Easy.
And that game does something that I wish more games did, where, for instance, I didn't have, I won't name specific groups, but early on, one group is available. And I had one district that I had not completed them, and they still showed up.
Okay, so they'll keep, because I was worried about that after the position that happens, that they would just go away.
Yeah, they still show up.
Okay, cool.
It needs to be like one of the, basically, if you no longer have one group, they don't show up until you have all the groups. Like if you completed all of them, and then the basic one shows up again.
Got you.
But,
Pat's showing off his allegiance here.
Yeah. But Spider-Man is PS4. It's Sony still.
No, his allegiance to God of War.
Toku Spider-Man is not in there, unfortunately. I wish Spider-Man was in that game. It would be amazing.
Let's talk about the suits, because the suits are awesome.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I only used the 90s Spider-Man suit the whole game.
You only use the what?
The 90s Spider-Man suit, the basic, like, actual, like, not the comic suit, but like the suit from the comics.
Oh, the one with the quip ability?
No, not that one. The one with the web storm ability.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I beat it. Once I unlocked very late in the game, I forget which one it is, where he has like the leather.
Yeah, that one does look really cool.
It's very, very clean looking. No. I forget what it's called. It's very late in the game. But let me see.
I did not watch Goblin Slayer. No, I'm sorry.
I say my favorite was the Fear itself suit, the one that's like real bright with the white spider.
Yeah, that one is pretty good. That one is pretty good.
And it gives you the quad damage ability.
What? Quad damage?
Yeah, quad damage is real good.
Is it Noir?
No, that's the combat one that's got quad damage. Is the one that has the little like. Noir is pretty good.
Lelouch was saying Noir, and I was thinking that's one Andrew was ready to go.
No, not the Noir.
No, he's talking about the one that has like the buckles on the side, right, Andrew?
What?
The suit that has the buckles on. No, you're talking about the one that has the buckles on the side, right?
I am talking about
like
the Last Stand.
Okay, yeah.
He's got like leather pants on or jeans on or whatever, and he's got like black and red like leather top or whatever.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Once I unlocked that, I did that. Before that one, I did a lot of the Mark III.
The Mark III is
I
pretty
like-
cool.
I like the Iron Spider-Man suit.
So this is kind of off topic, but I got to see God of War in 4K for the first time this week.
It is pouring down rain
Is it really?
where I'm at.
It was out here earlier too, while we were shooting Fist of the North Star.
I got to see God of War in 4K for the first time, and that game is very significantly different in 4K than it is in 1080p.
Have any of y'all beat God of War?
Oh yeah, all
Yes.
three of us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sick.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
2099
I
Spider-Man,
I
that'd
beat
be
it
good too.
Now,
Real good. Real
now,
good.
Chase, I do want to say, when you beat it, did you happen to go back home?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Make
I have
sure.
not yet watched Venom or Frame. I've not. Or Taco.
Yeah, I've been hearing like mixed reviews about it.
You know what? I did go to the movies this weekend. No one's gonna want to hear about what I saw. So
What'd you watch?
I watched A Star Is Born
Oh, really?
I don't even
with
know what
Bradley
that is.
Cooper and Lady Gaga. It's
Don't
actually a
even know what
very,
that
it's a very
is.
good movie. Very
I've been
good.
wanting to see that movie, the house with the clock in the wall.
I was
What
really
is- I
hoping
don't
you weren't going
think-
to say The Predator. Because you should not watch The Predator. That movie's bad.
Is it bad? The new one's bad?
Oh, Chase. Oh, man.
That is the other remake?
No, it's not.
The Predator, the new one?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how characters like sometimes have speech impediments, right?
Mhm.
Well, you know how
No.
Tourette's is a speech impediment, right?
Yeah.
You know how it causes people to say words, sometimes at random. Well, what if it was made by a guy that thought it would be funny if a character had Tourette's and only ever said female body parts in random moments where it wouldn't
No,
even
are
be
you
funny for him to say
serious?
them? Yep.
Are you serious?
What if I told you that there is a child that has Asperger's that is literally called the evolution of humanity? Because that's the evolution of humanity, is having a disease that makes it hard for you to think. They literally make fun of people that have Tourette's and people that have Asperger's in that movie. Like, what are you doing?
That's how you know it's. That's how you know it's cool.
With the Predator movie, you could have taken a couple of different routes other than going down that
Like
road.
maybe have a
Yeah.
strong muscular guy to
You know.
juggle.
Yeah, that would have been fine. Also, I'm just going to tell you without spoiling, unless you guys just want me to spoil it, because they ruin the first two Predator movies. They literally go back and change
And ruin
canon
them?
just to
do?
ruin
What do
them.
they do? I got enough.
Okay,
Can't
if
watch it now.
if you don't want to hear these spoilers, I'm gonna hold my hands up while there's spoilers, and I'll put them back down again when there's not. But so you know how the whole thing with the Predator is that he fights like a good fight, and if you beat him, you get to keep a thing, and if he
Yeah.
beats you, then he takes a thing as a trophy, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, in the new one called The Predator, they literally state that the actual goal was not to fight a good fight, it was to take out their target's spine so they could bring it back to the Predator's planet and steal their DNA so that their children would have the toughest warrior's DNA. Which
thought
means
that
the
was-
moment at the end of the second movie where all those other Predators show up and let Danny Glover keep the gun doesn't make any sense because they should have been like, oh, this guy beat a Predator. We got to take him with us. And there's a moment where they say that, what's his name in the first one? Dutch?
I think so.
Keep your
They
hands
s-
up, Trey.
Oh, yeah. They say that Dutch only won because that Predator didn't want to take his spinal fluid because he respected him. So he threw the fight.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it was
watching
Dutch.
it. I'm not watching it. That way I'll never.
Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's real bad.
Goodness, man. I love the Predator too. I can't believe they can't make a good Predator movie.
I know, right? Like, how did they make a movie worse than AVP?
Dude,
I even watched that
Hey,
that
Nathan, how's it going?
the Predators that came out.
Yeah,
like,
I liked that
couple-
movie. It was bad, but I liked it.
I don't
No,
remember
Alexa.
anything about it. So what does that tell you?
There's a yeah.
Tell us about Face of the North Star.
Yeah, we need to move forward. We need to move forward here. So I played Fist of the North Star today for about 5 hours. I like that game and I don't like that game. The new one, Lost Paradise. Go ahead, Chase.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've been looking at it, and I was thinking about getting it.
So the gameplay is fun. The gameplay is really fun. Not too much, Nathan. We've covered everybody's weeks for the most part. We're finishing up my week now, and then we're gonna transition in the rest of the podcast. Man, it's real slow, man. It's really, really slow. It's like an hour 45 before you even get any kind of actual freedom.
Okay.
And like the story's good, so like that's not a huge problem. But there are moments where it's just like Kenshiro in a cell going, the world's in a bad place, and then you flash back to a scene of Kenshiro and like another character that doesn't even have a name as that character is like dying, and then you have a fight with some guys, and then you go back to the cell and Kenshiro's like, I need to make sure that I'm ready so that doesn't happen again. And it flashed back to another one where there's another, and you fight some more random guys, and you've already had the tutorial by that point, so there's not really any need for it to be there.
What is up with these bad games?
But like
I jumped in to watch something, it was bad.
the gameplay's fun because you're doing like Hokuto moves and people are blowing up and it's really cool, and you fight some really interesting bosses that have some cool mechanics, and like it's a lot of fun. But at the same time, by the end of the stream, we had another brand new mechanic that had just been thrown out to us that undercuts the previous mechanics. So like, one thing you can do as you're fighting is if you get somebody to a certain point, you can use a, it's the circle button. You like stab him with one of Kim's fingers, and then he can do a Hokuto move, right? And like he's got him in a state where he can do it. Well, the move that we got 5 hours in is the ability to stab them and then hit a button prompt as it comes up, and if you hit it perfectly, you instantly kill that enemy. So
There's no need for the other one.
there's no need for the Hokuto.
Oh my goodness.
And if you do enough damage to them before you can Hokuto them, then they just die. They just explode on their own. And the first upgrades you have access to are damage upgrades that are not like 2 more damage or 4 more damage. It's 20% more damage, 20% more damage, 20% more damage, 40% more damage, 40% more damage, 90% more damage.
That makes me wonder what kind of enemies you're going to be fighting by the end.
How
much health are they going to have?
I have no idea.
I don't want to see that.
And then you have this weird thing of the what are they even called? It's the Destiny like charms, the talismans. That's what they're called.
Did you say Destiny?
Yes. And the way that they work is you use a character's ability that Kenshiro knows from his past, and then it's like a really cool ability. Like one of them is defense up, one of them is double XP, one of them is like super cool in that it allows you to go into your burst mode, whether you have your 7 stars filled or not. So it's really cool. But that one has an hour-long timer on it before you can use it again.
Like a real life hour?
Yes. Spirit talismans, thank you, King. And then then the other ones have like 30 minutes on them.
You
And-
literally didn't take any damage from those enemies, from what I saw. Like,
No,
you
because I
literally
did
just
so
sat
much
there and just
damage. I did so much damage, it's not fair for them. But, like King says in the chat, I have to admit, I liked being OP. It was fun to just walk into that group of enemies, because in the anime, that's what Kenshiro does, you know? Nobody hurts Kenshiro. And so it was kind of cool just being Kenshiro and just like somebody walks up and then they're dead, you know? It's like they just explode. And it's like, yeah, I'm Kenshiro.
I still need to watch Fist of the North Star.
There's also a really good moment where Kenshiro's in jail and he goes, I guess I should get out of here. And you walk up to the bars and Kenshiro just goes and just walks through.
So he could have left at any point?
Yeah, he could have left at any point.
Oh my god.
Oh, so like
that character building.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely play more of it, but it for sure has problems, and I think that it's a hard recommendation for me that people that don't know Fist of the North Star, because if you do, like, yeah, you should get it because it's a interesting new story in the Fist of the North Star universe that takes place in a time frame that we didn't know what happened to Ken, and so far there are returning characters that probably shouldn't be there, you catch my drift. But so far, like it's really good when it comes to the actual story, and there are references everywhere to the original anime. If you pass by a shop, they have a radio set up, and it plays the OP.
Oh,
Oh,
that's,
that's
cool.
cool.
Yes.
Hey, Pat.
Like, it's so good, man, but it's also so bad, and I don't understand.
When I played Kin's Rage,
Yeah.
it kind of felt like that. You're literally OP. So you just walk around until you actually fight a boss or like even just a bigger enemy.
Yeah.
Like all of the normal enemies are literally just punching bags.
Yeah, and that's okay. Games can,
So
like,
Dynamite-
Muso games are like that.
Yeah.
Except also bosses that do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, we got to kick Toki in the Family Jewels multiple times. So, you know, that was pretty fun.
So Nathan, I hadn't heard about it before I played the Kin's Rage game, which was for the 360, and I just picked it up and played it. I feel like you could pick it up and play it and still have fun, but you're just not gonna know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what I did. I had a ton of fun being OP, but I had no clue what was going on.
Well, and as King pointed out in the chat, Kin's Rage was a Muso game. Like, it wasn't even this one. It was straight up a Muso game. And this is more like Yakuza meets Muso, where you still travel around a town. Town's nowhere near as interesting, just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
But there's still some fun stuff to do there. We found a casino, and I did not get sucked in like I did with Dragon Quest. Yet. Well, they only gave me 50 tokens, so it's not like I could do much.
Yeah, I got sucked into Yakuza's casino.
Yep.
I was there, dude, playing blackjack. And then
Hit me, hit me.
I was like, yep, dude. I was like, hit it. I went and tried
The
to get all the
only-
things to upgrade my blackjack abilities.
The only game that has gambling that I like is Red Dead because if I lose, I can just kill you and take my money anyways.
That's true.
Exactly.
But Nathan, I don't have a gambling problem because I walked away in the Fist of the North Star stream.
He does have a gambling
See?
problem.
Right
See?
That's like an alcoholic saying like, I didn't take a drink 5 minutes ago. I mean, I waited 5 minutes, so
Look,
it's fine.
Just because I played 6 hours of Slime Quest in Dragon Quest XI's casino.
I could just see him being up like 12 hours straight, just being like,
Well, the worst part is
one more go.
the worst part is I was counting it every single spin too. So like it's literally just me sitting there with the controller going 1, 1, and just for 6 hours doing that.
See, I feel like people have done that in Final Fantasy 14 though. Also.
Oh, yeah, for
That
sure.
Casino there to get that mount. Oh, I would do it too.
I definitely haven't spent far
How
too many
much
hours.
how much time have you spent in there, Trey?
If I had to guess, the Gold Saucer has probably taken around 55 hours over the last 4 years of playing that game. 5 years of playing that game.
What could you have done in 55 hours, Trey?
I could have watched a lot of anime.
Yep.
You could have watched a lot of anime while you leveled up other jobs.
Yeah, I could have. Absolutely. Oh, man. Armored Core or gambling. Yeah. So yeah, that's my week. We should move into the rest of the podcast. There's not really, again, much to talk about. We talked about the reviews and stuff for last week. Nothing new really came out this week. Big. The ritual of the
It's kinda
trade.
this year's kind of just like in the full swing.
Yeah, everything for the most part has come out except for the stuff that's coming out right at the end.
Yep.
Speaking of, though, Gundam Extreme Versus 2 is coming out in arcades in Japan.
Interesting.
I do not know how many hours we put into this game for the PS3.
Yeah.
But as much as we all, for the most part, really loved Gundam Versus, I think we can all admit it was not as good as this.
Yeah, I like that one.
never-
I
I've
don't.
never
Did
played
ever? Did I said I don't think everyone played that one.
Now, Pat, did you never play it at my house?
Mhm.
Well, we got to fix that.
It's amazing.
Really good.
But the sequel is coming to arcades in Japan.
The new Gundam Versus passed the test. So
Yeah, good.
the crossbone test.
I'll just ask Santa Claus for a good old Japanese Gundam arcade set.
So the exciting thing about it is that it was made on a PC engine this time. So they already have all of the things they need to be able to port it over if they wanted to. Of course, it's a lot of money to actually do the port because they have to export everything, but they could do it. It's still, I got King made a comment here. I have to agree with him on one thing. It still looks like a PS3 game, but that's because they didn't update much. They just ported everything over to a PC engine so that they could move it to HD and then added new suits. That's about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, doesn't New Gundam Breaker look better than Gundam Breaker 3?
No, actually.
Where did that get it?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I actually think that it looks fine personally because I still like the way Extreme Versus looks, but I want it so badly, guys. I want
You
it.
just need more Gundam.
Yeah. More Gundam.
Oh, hey, Chase.
What's up?
I finished Iron Blooded Orphans.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
It's amazing.
Took too damn long.
It's amazing.
Tears? Were there tears?
Nah, no, there wasn't tears.
Tears.
No tears. Nothing to cry about.
Nothing to cry about.
The good guys won. The bad guys lost.
Trey quit.
I will never,
Hurting me.
Chase, I will never forget that we watched that finale together, and at the end of that episode, we just turned the lights off and walked away. Because we were like, I'm not going to watch him cry, and he's not going to watch me cry.
There's a manly exchange.
Oh, man.
No words.
Yeah,
My
just buy an
girlfriend
arcade
walked in
cabinet.
and she
Yeah.
was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "Go away!" And I just like turned over.
Oh, all I will say is this. I need to lower my hand so you can see the finger pointing up.
Oh, I finished all of it, King.
Oh, I will
finished
say.
all of it.
It literally took him forever. But
Yeah,
he
it did.
and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of
It
him.
was worth the wait.
The best part was when he accidentally tipped his hand in the group chat.
What?
You made some kind of, or Pat made some kind of comment, and you made some kind of immediate comment of like, no, it wasn't that, it was this. And I was like, oh, and you were like you just immediately just stopped replying. So yeah, Gundam Extreme Versus 2. The worst part about this being announced is that they didn't announce what was new. So like, there's almost nothing to
They
talk
didn't
about.
show any of the suits or anything.
Not really. Like, there are people that have played it that have shown a couple of the suits, but
Okay.
there have also been updates to Extreme Versus, so I couldn't tell just from the footage, if to the arcade version anyway, I couldn't tell if it was just the versions that, like, suits that have been updated to it, or if it was actually, like, DLC stuff. Or from the new one, I mean. But stuff like the Barbados obviously was in there. The Age 1 was in there. Stuff that wasn't in Extreme Versus, you know?
Mm-hmm.
After that...
You gotta think they're gonna add like all the way up to build divers.
Man, they could skip.
Andy
They could skip.
Pitt.
They could skip.
I
Double
don't
diver.
have Lupus Rex yet, but I did build a OG Barbatos high grade.
I bet
Yeah,
they do have Lupus Rex in that game. I'm sorry, Chase, go ahead.
I was gonna say I still got a bunch of
I built
suits to put together.
Yeah, I,
I
do
built
too.
the Vidar as well.
Oh,
I have
you
to
got
put
the
it-
Vidar?
I have to put
Yeah,
together my
it's
Vidar,
beautiful.
man.
It's beautiful.
Gundam Extreme Versus, Nathan, if you've never seen it, that's okay, because I'll announce it now. This Saturday is this month's Gundam Game Day, and since the PS3 is now up and working, I'm going to play a little bit of this on Gundam Game Day, but I'm also going to play the original Gundam Breaker, the terrible Gundam Crossfire. Don't know why this is on the list, there's no Gundams in there. And Armored,
Everyone is here.
another Century Episode R.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
The jokes. The
Oh.
jokes.
Bile was added in Gundam Extreme Versus.
Oh,
that's cool.
awesome.
That's cool. Maybe it can actually do something there.
You wanna shake your mouth, champ?
So after that, we had the Spider-Man Platinum percentage, which I do not have the percentage now because the one that I saw has changed. Andrew, do you have it?
It was 10%.
10%?
When I looked at it, it was 10%, which is one of the highest
Yes.
platinum percentages. Now
I'm
that's not
so
to say
close.
I
So
mean,
close.
people are obviously doing it because they love it, but it's also, I mean, it also is very easy to get. You
Yeah.
basically,
Well,
but it's a trophy. To me, it's a platinum the right way. You get it by playing the game and doing a couple little extra side things.
Yeah.
Not, hey, you have to beat this level on super ultra max, but you actually
Right.
have to blind yourself by stabbing yourself in the eyes with forks and then do a backflip through the whole map.
I would say
You also
though,
have to provide a medical bill to prove that you
stabbed
did
yourself
stab
in the
yourself in the
eye.
eyes, and then we will send you a certificate with the chance to win a trophy.
I would say though,
And that's for a bronze.
like you don't have to beat all of the challenges to beat the story. So like it is still a thing that like people must really like that game to be doing
Yeah.
all of it, you know?
Yeah,
Because like
to
for
go
instance,
back and
you
play
could
it.
beat all the challenge missions without getting enough tokens to buy all the suits. In fact, I did.
Yeah.
I had to go back and do some challenge missions. Your Gundam versus play 1,000 player matches. I hate that achievement so much.
Yeah,
Because I can't get it anymore. Nobody's playing player matches anymore.
I loved Spider-Man, and I love just swinging around, just doing more and more and more. And that's how I got it. I eventually looked at it and I'm like, what do I even got to do to get this platinum?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do everything anyway. So
If we are still going to do the thing that we were going to do, we need to move forward a little bit faster.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, I'll shut. I will shut.
Only Trey gets to talk, guys. Shut your mouth.
So,
Take over Lord Trey speaking.
I'm soon go.
Let's all turn off our videos. That way we don't take away.
I can't turn mine off for too long, or Streamlabs picks it up instead of Discord.
No, yours has to stay on because you're the greatness.
Okay, I'm sorry. So there's Andrew. Please turn your mic or your camera back on. Jiraiya DLC for Shinobi Striker, $3.99.
Right.
Oh, $3.90.
It gives you Jiraiya as a master. It gives you access to
Not
two of
worth
his
it.
jutsu. Gives you access to his clothes. It gives you access to his weapon. And that's it.
I'm fine with that.
How is that game?
This is free update.
It's good. It's a lot of fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah. Mainly
Have you
the
been playing a lot of it.
This is free update, not DLC.
no, he's $3.99 in the store to get all that stuff.
Oh, to get all of his stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
you're right. I am not
Oh,
Einzelgaun. I'm
man.
sorry. I had to try that. I do not
have
love
to do
multiplayer
this.
only trophies. I do not.
I'm buying this as soon as I get paid.
Well, the
Hey,
next time that we do a video
Space.
on it, I'm sure that
Even
will
I
happen.
have Shinobi Striker. I don't watch cartoons.
Yeah. We convinced him to get Shinobi Striker as well.
And it was a
I
good purchase,
convinced
wasn't it?
y'all to buy it.
I need to get it then too.
It's really
Don't-
good, man. It's
Don't
really
change
good.
the narrative here. I'm the one that told y'all about the game. You didn't even know about it till I saw it.
He's reading Jiraiya stuff.
So they have a total of 9 planned season pass characters.
Okay.
Jiraiya being one of them, which is
As
exciting.
long as they got the sand guy already in the game, that's all I need.
The sand guy.
If Neji
You
winds
like-
up being in the season pass, I will buy the season pass.
So
They're not
Andrew
gonna put
likes
someone that
Gara.
bad in the game.
Oh.
I want them to put Boruto's daughter in the game.
Himari? Boruto's daughter. Wait, hold on.
Boruto doesn't have a daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, why is Trey sitting there like, let me put the numbers together. Who is his daughter? The
Well, 'cause
kid's
I was
what,
like-
10?
I was like Himari. Yeah, because I thought you said Naruto.
I would love to see Himawari, but that's because she's one of my favorite characters.
Literally, all she's done in the
Anyway.
manga. Literally, all she's done in the manga is make a vase.
You need to watch the anime then, because she has a moment that's really cool.
Better than making a vase.
A lot better than
To be
making
fair,
a vase.
she made that vase
She
for
beats up Boruto.
she made that vase for Hinata, and it was really sweet. I will give her that. But still,
She beats up
Not
Boruto.
ninja worthy.
what's the difference, Trey, between Naruto and Boruto? One of them's actually a good character. The other one just runs around and says he's the son of Naruto.
And the other one's Naruto.
I will say, if you watch
Watch the anime, Trey.
the last jump, not the one that I haven't got to do because the internet was out, but the one from the week before, that chapter Boruto was actually really. I will give you that.
You just need to start watching it so you can see what I've been seeing.
Still better
and then
than
you'll be
Lacus
like,
and
oh, this
Kira.
show is actually good.
So after that, speaking of things that are actually good, have you watched? I'm gonna watch it, Pat. I will. Did you guys watch the Onimusha Warlords trailer?
Yeah.
Yes.
They did not upgrade the graphics, which I am fine
Nope.
with. I think it looks
Nope,
great.
I'm really kind of irritated, but
But what they did do, is they made it where you can now switch weapons without having to go to the menu, which is a game changer for that
man,
game.
and that actually reminds me because that's something that Metal Gear Solid 3 could have done to make it
Yep.
a good game.
Not having to go to the menu to swap
Yeah.
weapons. I've never played a
Wait, what's Metal Gear Solid?
Who's that
The
guy
worst
with
part
the eye
is
patch?
It's
The
the
worst part is
series
I've
of
actually not played any of those games.
the series that's when Raiden is that's his series.
What happened? Troy, what is that?
This is
What
my
is it?
carbuncle who will save me from all of you.
It's my
It may save it may be able to save you from us, but we'll be able to save you from the evil within.
You should watch. You should watch Naruto, Nathan. Don't watch the fillers personally. Like skip the
Sure.
fillers, but you know, it's a carbuncle from 14. After that, you guys remember that Telltale shut down,
Mhm.
Yes.
and we just got a train. Telltale shut down, and it was real sad because none of those employees were getting their severance packages, and the internet threw a fit about wanting the end of The Walking Dead, and then former
Because
Telltale Games.
screw the people.
Yeah, and then Trey has injured Bill Divers, and then former Walking Dead higher ups said they were in talks to be able to get the game finished by other developers, and obviously people went, but wait, what about those employees that never got their severance packages?
Yeah, that's
Because that's a jerk
Well,
move.
well, doesn't matter. It's about the videos.
And Skybound has said that they will try and finish The Walking Dead, the final season, and will bring back as many of the old staff as will return to
I
finish it.
appreciate this.
And to pay them and as much as they can, anyway. It's still not going to be as much as they would have gotten, but it's very nice.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You can't speak on that. They could make $1 million each.
Do you know who owns Skybound?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he has that money. I mean, yeah,
It's cool.
Kirkman
It's
is
called Pokemon.
Kirkman is pretty good. Like, he's well off because of the Walking Dead series, but like, he's not rich.
Dude, Walking Dead, the TV show.
Yeah, AMC has
baby.
most of that money, I guarantee you.
No, I bet the episode airs and he's like, oh, it's like his phone goes off. Boop, 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 boop. What's that? Oh, 20 mil? Okay, I guess I'll go buy a new
Is that how
house.
it works, Andrew.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Right as it airs. Right as it
Yeah,
airs.
the episode,
He's sitting there like, he's
the
sitting there,
theme song
I
starts
can't
playing.
buy the new Ferrari until 8 p.m. 8 p.m. And there it is. I'm putting the order in with Amazon, getting my Lambo.
So after that, Devil May Cry 5 had a new weapon revealed.
Yeah, it did.
It's called the Faust Hat. So here's how it works. A lot of people were upset about Devil May Cry 5 having microtransactions that allowed you to buy red orbs. But when you put on the Faust Hat, the enemies also get a Faust Hat on them. And for as long as that hat is on them, they drop more red orbs. You can use the Faust Hat as a regular melee weapon, and it doesn't really cost that. It costs a little bit of red orbs to use as mana, but it doesn't cost that many. And if you kill an enemy with a Faust Hat, it drops a lot more red orbs than it would normally. You can also use the Faust Hat to spend red orbs as mana to summon giant meteors from the sky. And the footage that I saw showed that Faust Hat spent a very small amount of red orbs, roughly around 200 red orbs, and returned over 1,000 for the kill. So anybody who was concerned about the economy in that game and microtransactions, I think the Faust hat has you covered. And the cool thing about it is, at the end of the game, if you've bought all your upgrades that you want to buy, red orbs are worthless to you, right? Not with the Faust hat. Because now when you're at the point where you can no longer use red orbs, you can spend them to nuke things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's basically a red orb generator. Go ahead, Andrew. You have a thought. Go ahead,
What
Chase.
can you do with the red orbs other than so you can use them to upgrade your stuff in game?
Yeah, you use them to buy new moves and stuff.
But you can spend real money to buy these red orbs that you can get from enemies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a real weird decision. But it was
That
in
is
previous,
really
it was
weird.
in 4.
Was it?
Yeah. You would never know it because nobody had to use it because it was real dumb.
Huh. Weird decision, yeah.
I think you're overlooking the best part, and that's that Cerberus is back, baby.
I was going to talk about that. I don't know if who all of y'all watched the DMC3 stream that we did, where I admitted at the end of that stream, before the end of that stream, DMC3 was better than DMC4, and I was wrong. But I used Cerberus and then Agni and Rudra basically throughout that entire game. Because the Cerberus is amazing. It's a set of
Nunchucks.
ice nunchucks, and they're amazing. And they're back. So,
And they're back, baby.
hold
they're
up.
Back in Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, yeah. Hold up.
Trying
Bombshell
shit.
drop. There's a crossover anime between ReZero, Konosuba, and Overlord. What?
No, we can't talk about this. Move on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running behind.
King, I need you to send that information to me. The final big thing we had this week was, it looks like a Harry Potter game is in the works.
I saw this.
Open world RPG. It looks like.
As
Mhm.
long as it's not like the mobile game,
Well,
I am.
I
in.
would really hope it's not, since it's being made by Rockstar.
have you seen the video? Have you seen some of the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chase,
Yeah.
by Rockstar.
It looks like.
Harry Potter is going to be a bully.
Oh man, that was. I bought that game for PS4 because you can play it on your PS4. I have that game. We should do a playthrough of that.
I love bully, dude. That game.
That game
Always
is
great.
It is perfection.
It's a really good game. It's a really good game.
See Harry Potter putting kids in trash cans. Here.
That's Mr. Potter to you.
Apparently, it's supposed to take
Aw.
place like in the Fantastic Beasts time frame, like not during Harry Potter's
Yeah.
time.
I wonder if they're going to call it Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts.
No, they'll probably just call it Rockstar's Harry Potter.
They'll probably-
Rockstar's Harry Potter.
It's not Rockstar.
I know, but I want it to be Rockstar.
Dude, what?
Just like F bombs
Oh
left and
my
right.
God.
No, I mean just like that open world style. I want it, where you just fly around on a broom.
Do drive-bys.
Avada Kedavra!
Where's my money at?
Oh, man.
Oh, gotta take the train on.
The worst part is I'm not even that big of a fan of Harry Potter,
Right,
but I think that world is really interesting. I really want to
Yeah.
spend time in it.
the
That'd be
wizarding
cool.
world. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
So yeah, we've reached everything that we had in the podcast. We have something a little special we'd like to do today, which is why I wore the D&D shirt.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's been a review. I wore this throughout the entire Fist of the North Star stream too, and hit it the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
That it's the D&D shirt. So yeah, we as you guys know, we have said before that we were going to do some D&D content here on the show, and we have been looking forward to playing D&D again for a while. So we have recruited our boy Chase into D&D setup here. You remember My Immortal? Does that count? No.
I'm mortal by essence.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Murder, can I? So, what we have decided to do tonight for the little special thing we want to do is we always do a session 0 when we play D&D, which is basically just where we sit down and we talk about what we expect out of the campaign. I give the players a little bit more information so they can work on their backstories, and they go ahead and roll their characters. And so we want to do that right now. And
What song is that, Andrew?
Oh, it's my immortal.
I feel like you guys would probably be excited to see us do this as well. But if not, we could go ahead and officially end the podcast here. Anybody that does not want to stick around for the D&D can go ahead and go. So we will finish the podcast here. But we
Give
will
up right
continue
on
to
them like
stream.
that.
And by all means,
I
stick
guess
with
they can
us.
Go ahead and leave.
Stick with us if you want to see it. But coming up on this channel, real quick this week, tomorrow is Dragon Quest. We did a straw poll, Dragon Quest 1. Thursday is Valkyria. Yes, please stay. I agree, King. We're going to keep streaming. Don't worry about that. Thursday is Valkyria. Friday is Dark Souls. Saturday is Gundam Game Day. Depending on how things go Saturday, we may go long because we're going to cover more games than we normally do. But don't forget, if you want to play Gundam Battle Operation 2 with us for Gundam Game Day, there's a video on our channel, on this channel right here, explaining how to create a Japanese account. It walks you through the entire process so you can download that game. If you have not already, do that. Download that game. You can play with it on your American PSN account and play Gundam Battle Operation 2 with us Saturday as part of Gundam Game Day. We're going to have a great time. Regular playthroughs will still continue. Fire Emblem went up today. Tomorrow will be... What's tomorrow?
Tuesday?
Tomorrow is Tuesday. What's going up tomorrow?
Just watch the channel. Stuff will pop up.
Boruto?
Just stare at the YouTube channel all day long.
Mega Man will go up. Mega Man 11. There's another playthrough we have going on. Octopath! Of course, Octopath Traveler. Then, of course, Soup Breakdowns will continue. And at some point, last week's jump, since I didn't have internet, and this week's jump, I'll have to do back-to-back. But we will get that Tuesday the 8th. Thank you. But we will get that taken care of. But as the official end of the podcast, I've been Trey.
I have been Andrew.
I was Patrick.
And I was Chase.
Who are you now?
And we'll be back next week with another exciting episode of the Full Spectrum Podcast.
Nightmare.
Remember to always enjoy the Full Spectrum.